Is Dorit Kemsley lying to us over and over and over about her book to the point that it makes us scream, the lies, the lies, the lies? Or is she about to prove a lot of people wrong? Because she is now saying that she has become officially a New York bestseller. Well, we need to talk about it because I have the tea for you. But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. If you are new here, welcome to the Beverly Troop, where I keep it real and I mention it all. So make sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And girl, let's talk about this mess. But before we start, I have to give a very special shout out to our girl, Miss Lisa Barlow. Yes, you hear that right. Lisa Barlow is about to release a song tomorrow. Girl, she is literally releasing the song of the summer. It's called Baby Gorgeous, so go and pre-save it right now on Spotify. It's gonna be everywhere. I already listened to a piece of it. Girl, we are not ready. We are not ready for Miss Lisa Barlow. But anyways, so shout out to her. I just have to promote her, you know. That's something that is worth it promoting, all right? Anyways, now let's talk about Miss Dorit Kemsley. So, Dorit Kemsley has been going around, you know, lying about the lines for her book tour, right? She has been going around silencing bloggers and people who are leaving bad reviews for her book, right? And out of nowhere, now I'm reading today that she posted herself that she has become officially a New York bestseller, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm definitely side-eyeing here. However, we need to understand how New York bestsellers actually work to really understand what is happening over here, right? So anyways, the first thing that I do, of course, is go to the official page of the New York bestsellers to see if the book is in there, right? Because it will show you all the books that, you know, have received that name. And then I just, to my surprise, don't see unburden anywhere, you know. So I'm like curious now. I'm like, what do you mean? You know, like, you are going around saying that you're a New York bestseller, but we cannot find the book on the official lists. Like, what is happening, right? So I'm just gonna keep digging, keep looking into it until I find some kind of answer. Now, there is two possibilities. Either she's lying about it, you know, which I will not be surprised, right? But that would be also like a very bold lie because it's very easy to like confirm, right? Or there is a chance that her book did reach the New York bestseller list, right? And she just, or her, you know, management or whatever, just hear about it today or yesterday, you know, and then it will appear in the list, in the next list, you know, in the future, right? Now, what I could find is that apparently, according to what Dorit posted, you know, the book reached number 13 on the list, you know. So it is, well, according to her, you know, if this ends up being true, it is technically a New York bestseller. It is not a number one New York bestseller. So that's the first difference, right? But let's just say that we don't want to be a hater, right? Let's just say, like, okay, once you are on the list, no matter what number you are, you get to say to the world that you are a New York bestseller, right? Now, let's make also something very clear. Being a New York bestseller does not mean that your book is good. You know, it means that the book sold certain amount of copies. Okay. Now, in order to get to the New York bestseller, depending on what list you are, you need a minimum of sales, you know, and if I'm right, I think for her category, it needs to be around 5,000 copies minimum, you know. Now, we need to understand that Dorit belongs to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and belongs to Bravo, which has a big fandom in general, and it is a big platform. Okay, so reach out that amount of sales is not something that it is impossible to do. You know, in fact, many housewives or Bravo celebrities who end up releasing books end up becoming New York's bestsellers because the amount of people who run to buy the book, it's a lot. Bravo is a very like national and now international phenomenon, right? So people will go for it even if it's out of curiosity, you know. So that's the number one thing. Now, what is important is that it does not translate to the book being good or to the book having good reviews. This is not an award based on how good the book is. It's a recognition given on how many copies of the book are you selling, you know. And usually if you reach out that number so close to the release of the book, it means that it is just based on people buying it without leaving like any reviews or without even reading the book, just buying it by buying it. Now, what is curious over here is that a lot of the reviews of the book from people who have buy and read the book are actually not good reviews, you know. A lot of people are saying that the book is bland, that the book has no flavor to it, that there is no real tea, that there is no real information, that it's all about, you know, of course it's about her life, but it's all about kind of like her victimizing herself through the book on many circumstances and how the fault of everything it's, you know, everyone's fault but herself, right? So a lot of reviews, I'm not saying this me because I have not even read the book, you know. So I'm just reading the reviews and what people are saying out there. And I'm telling you, this is not just one or two reviews. There are several reviews of the book, you know. And that's why we have like a TikToker the other day coming forward saying that she was contacted to review the book by Dorit's team, allegedly, and that they told her that she needed to like send first her review before making it public, and when she did an honest review saying that the book was not that good, they basically silenced her, you know. And because she signed like an NDA or a contract or whatever, you know, she then was not allowed to release that review. So you know what I mean? Like, okay, she could be a New York bestseller. We will not know until probably next week. But until this point, it's very weird that she's saying that she just become a New York bestseller when she's not on the list of the official list of New York bestsellers, you know. But maybe let's play devil's advocate. Maybe, you know, we need to wait a couple days, you know. So we will definitely keep an eye on it. But again, I will not be surprised if Dorit is lying about this as well, because again, she was literally lying about the amount of people going to these signings and the amount of copies that she has been selling. So everything is possible. Also, what's very interesting is that in order to become a New York bestseller, the pre-sales of the book also counts towards this, you know, to the recognition. And it has been known, not by Dorit, but like many other artists before, to spend money themselves, like basically they buying their own book, so they can use the title of being a New York bestseller. Okay, I'm not saying that that's exactly what happened, but the book has no good reviews. People has not been like killing themselves to like go and buy the book, you know. So how are you sustaining that, you know, that you are a New York bestseller? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it out there, you know. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that Dorit is lying, or what do you think is happening? Let me know. And if you want to get all the tea related to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.